Welcome to Live at the Blue Box. It is now time for This Week in Geek. We are going to be very timely tonight because we have a full load going on here. It is July 11th, 2015, and there is not only a booty of news to talk about today, there's so much. But on top of that, we are having our second MicroCon right now.
Woo, yeah.
Yes, starting now. And quick, can anybody say what the name of it is?
B2C2SDCC.
Yes, Molly wins nothing. All right, so let's introduce ourselves. Hey, Alil, I can't even see you here. It's like you're hidden behind little Edward here.
That's impossible. That's why I kind of faded back a little bit.
So what catch eyes that way? How you doing?
I'm good.
Shall we introduce ourselves? Let's start on the end with A.
My name is Alil Kanitsa. I do a lot of podcasts, I realize. I do Nuff Said with Rob, of course, This Week in Geek. I also have my own podcast that I do called The League of Geeks, and that's Geeks with a Z. And we have just recently launched Sports Geeks, and that's also Geeks with a Z.
I am Edward Lee, and I am co-owner of This Week in Geek.
Co-owner.
Yep.
All right. And next to me?
Scott Salmons, color commentator and contributor.
Co-commentator. You can pull that closer to you, too, so you don't have to lean quite as much. We all
How
get
about
neck aches from that. Hey, and we've got another artist in the house. I'm Rob Southgate, one of the co-owners of Southgate Media Group. We can zoom in on Meerkat on my tiny card right there. And find us online at www.southgatemediagroup.com. Right now we are on YouTube Live, we are on Meerkat, we're on Twitch, and we're on Google+, right? Next week, if all goes according to plan, we will also be on Periscope, but not this week.
I'll have to reinstall that.
Periscope down. All right, let's get into this because we have to be timely. When this thing goes off, we are Dunsville.
We've already spent 3 minutes talking.
Well, that's what happens. All right, let's get into it. Anyone got one right up front? I do, but
Go for it.
All right, go.
Did you guys watch? Okay, so this weekend is San Diego Comic-Con, which is why we're doing our Comic-Con this week. Because hey, if you didn't want to go all the way to San Diego, you could come right here and experience it yourself, right? So, lots of stuff coming out of San Diego. The leaked one, did you see this? I sent it to everybody.
Yes, I saw it.
Well, I didn't send it to you because I didn't know you were going to be on tonight. But a leaked trailer for Suicide Squad. Did you guys watch it?
No.
Yes.
Alil. I'm such a hater.
I know it. I was not home. I literally just dropped my kids off and came here.
You dropped him off at the pool, Alil?
Yes. Yes, I dropped them off at the pool.
I know what that means. Gross. So,
Dude, we're in a restaurant.
yeah, that's right, man. Cut it out, Teresa. So, you didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
What did you think, Edward?
It was different than what I thought. It was much darker and more gritty with a different feel. I thought it was going to be, I don't know what I thought it was.
Okay.
It just seemed a lot darker.
You thought it was going to
kinda
be like
like-
Care Bears Suicide Squad.
No, I thought it was going to be like something
The Joker
of
stare.
Superman, that kind of environment, not like Batman. They use
Right,
more of Batman.
but you know what?
But these are all Batman's
They-
villains.
Yeah,
That's
well,
true.
and they figured out that the movies that everybody likes from DC are Batman movies.
That's
so
true.
Every movie is going to be a Batman movie.
Yes.
Everything
Yes.
is going to look like it. Everything's going to have that feel.
'Cause if-
Aquaman, Batman.
Did you
Wonder
see
Woman,
the new
Batman?
Batman v Superman updated trailer?
Yes. That was the other
And
one.
that is
No.
Batman movie.
Yeah, it's absolutely 100% a Batman movie. Did you watch it?
I did. I saw that on the way over here. Before we left here, I'm like, I got to see that because I know Rob will ask about it.
Right. And what'd you think?
You know, they are taking a definitely different tack than Marvel is. And, you know, that could either backfire or it could create their own niche. You know, Marvel's more, even when it's grim, it's more of, you know, the heroes are together. But, you know, this, you've got Batman trying to take down Superman.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right out of Frank
Well,
Miller's Dark Knight.
I'll tell you what Batman is in this movie. Batman is Iron Man in this movie. You know how everyone says, "Oh, but Tony Stark is just a copy of Bruce Wayne." They are imitating Iron Man. That suit he's got on, I know it
Yes.
looks like the Frank Miller suit, but I look at it, and when I saw the one from San Diego, I was like, that looks like one of the Iron Man suits. Guess what? They're making an Iron Man movie because Iron Man movies are successful. Mix it with Batman, and you got gold. The only problem is it's supposed to be a Superman and Batman movie. Who cares, right?
Iron Man and Batman.
Did you like it a little? Was it better to you?
Yeah, actually, it got me hyped for the movie.
It did.
I actually really want to see it now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which is
me
shocking
too.
because I am Marvel fanboy 100%, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the take. I really enjoyed the small snippets, the nods to the you saw the Jason Todd suit there with the Joker, writing the haha, the little note to Batman.
Right.
You see a lot of things on there. Yeah, spoiler alert for those people who haven't seen it. I already spoiled it.
Well, yeah, I
But
mean,
it
what does
was-
it matter? It's all over the internet. It's
Yeah.
not a leaked thing.
And it's entertaining. I've been reading a lot more of the DC trades,
Yeah.
so I've been getting into them, and there is a stark contrast between the two companies,
Oh,
between Marvel
totally.
and DC,
Totally.
and I'm okay with it. I'm
And
starting
anybody who
I'm starting
says-
to appreciate it more.
They're just copies of each other, like, oh, Marvel just ripping off DC. It's not. They are completely different.
Yeah.
I'm actually going back and reading early Marvel books right now, and even those are drastically different than the later Marvel books, which are drastically different than the DC books.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I'm good with all of it. I was a little bit more excited watching this. That first trailer, I was very meh about.
Yeah, agreed.
This was a lot better, but it is a Batman movie. That's
Okay.
what we're going to see is Batman, and I don't know why Wonder Woman's in it, other than they had to get Wonder Woman in it. But she was out of place even in the trailer, I thought.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen.
I don't know if
maybe
she looked good in the
show,
trailer.
show the Batman thing, the Superman thing, and then go to black, and then, but she's gonna kick them both or something.
Something.
She's just kind of there.
So
It's
are
like,
we assuming he's not Batman until he gets so mad at Superman that he decides, is Superman going to kill his parents? He's like...
Wait, he's gonna travel back in time
It's
around the Earth to
retconned.
kill,
Well, no, you saw him like do the laser. You saw his laser beams coming out of the building, and then Batman's like, "Roar, "There's a death. Maybe it's his parents dying. Like his parents are elderly
No,
now."
I think he was just because I think that was one of Wayne's buildings in Metropolis. Because you see the
You
Wayne.
destroyed my building.
Yeah, it's a
I didn't
building.
have the insurance paid off.
There's lots of his employees in there. There's death and destruction of people.
Yeah, lots of dead people.
Yeah.
But
They're doing that.
Yeah,
lot
I don't
now.
know.
Everyone's dying.
okay, I still want to see it because I like everything, and I think it's going to be fun. Same thing with Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
But you know what? The Suicide Squad trailer, people are like, "Oh boy, oh my gosh, it's the greatest thing." You know what? I don't know if it's the greatest thing.
I'm not cut up
That's-
on Suicide Squad. What is their shtick?
They're a Suicide Squad.
Okay, they're like cold and said,
It's
No,
like
So
all the bad guys, and they don't care if people die on their mission, so they put them on really intense missions.
yeah, but there's also more to it because Amanda Waller, who you can, if we're talking like doppelgangers for universes, kind of the Nick Fury for DC. Right. She basically gathers all these villains together and puts these basically bombs in the back of their necks.
Wait,
So if
was
they
it-
don't follow what she wants done, then she pops their heads off.
It's
So-
not going to be Amanda Waller now. It's some black guy with an afro.
No, it's Amanda Waller.
Really?
Yeah, it's
All
the woman from How to
Yeah,
Get Away with Murder.
They
Okay.
cast Amanda
Wanda
Waller.
Sykes or whatever her name is. I don't know what her name is.
Not Wanda Sykes. Oh my God.
I was in the ballpark.
That would go the Marvel way. They'd be like, let's cast Wanda Sykes.
But I
Oh my
cracked
God.
myself up on that. That was
Are we talking about
unintentional.
Ghostbusters?
Yeah, Ghostbusters. Are we going to talk about Ghostbusters?
No.
We gotta
Wait,
talk
we've
about
gone
Let's
all over
not
the place
talk
here.
about Ghostbusters.
Let's finish this up. So Suicide Squad, Edward, did you like it? I just want to know.
Yes.
Okay. Believe it or not, I liked the Joker part, which I thought I wasn't going to. The Joker was actually really good. Surprising. I didn't like the tattoos, the
Joker
grill.
was-
He's got it all. But you know what? He's a bad guy.
He pulls it off.
I wrote down the line he says.
oh, yeah, I'm not
He
going-
says, oh no, it's Lex Luthor. Oh, that's in the Batman one. Forget it. It's not the line he says.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor says the red capes are coming. I liked that. I liked Lex Luthor. That was probably my favorite
That's supposed
part.
to be Luther then?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
but he's got the long hair. It's
so.
long-haired
Right.
Luther.
It hasn't fallen off in the chemical
Right.
accident yet.
Right. It's like a Lil when he was 14. When did you start losing it?
My hair?
Yeah,
No, not until I was a lot older than that.
a lot older. 15.
50.
16.
Like Edward, he's got a bald spot growing. Don't tell him.
I can see it right here.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
looking right behind it.
That's his. What's that called? The fontanelle. That's what that is.
That's a soft spot.
It's a
You
soft
poke,
spot.
Poke them
A
and they
little.
forget math.
When he's not looking, mush it into Mickey Mouse ears. He's very young. It's still malleable. All right, Ghostbusters, go.
No. No.
You didn't like the pictures?
No.
Yeah, the pictures aren't.
What'd you think, Scott?
I like it. It looks more casual. It's not, it's not a slavish reproduction of the original two movies. It's their own take, but it's still evocative of it. And the station wagon that they're using as the Ecto-1 reminds me of, the type of station wagon my parents had.
I think
back
it's a
in the 80s.
hearse.
Only my dad's was brown. If it was a brown station wagon, right, Dad? Yep, that's what we would have had.
Yeah, the big brown one with that third, the suicide seat in the
Did
back.
we have the seat in the back? I can't remember. No, we didn't have the seat in the back. He was a drummer, so he had to have it all open so he could put stuff in there. So it wasn't the suicide seat. That's where you put a bomb on the back, and if you get out of line, they blow you up.
There you go.
Yeah.
No,
and it
that's
was-
where you put the kids that you're like, they're okay.
Yeah.
They're okay.
They'll be okay if we crash.
Well, my dad had a Corvette, and we were talking about this last night. They got the one that had a back seat as opposed to the one without when I was born. Thanks, Dad. But I don't know if there was a seatbelt in back because I just rolled around. No seatbelt. Look at him. He's like, who cares? Little brain damage didn't hurt you that you know about.
Clearly.
Yeah. That's what happened, Dad. Thanks.
So many things have gone wrong.
So, okay, Ghostbusters. They released the Ecto-1. They released the picture of the four of them. I'll tell you
Proton
what.
Pack.
And the Proton Pack. Proton Pack was fine. The Ghostbusters, I was all right with them. I thought they looked like they'd be in that universe. That's all I was looking for. I don't know what you were looking for, Lil. Something like new and flashy?
You know what? It's like
Were you looking for it
just
to
don't
be
even,
guys?
I just don't
You
even
are
want
so
this movie to
sexist.
exist.
I wish it wasn't a reboot
I-
because I think there's room in the original movie universe
Oh, yeah.
for
I don't think this is a
another
reboot.
group.
Yeah, is
that
it a
just happens to
reboot?
be-
No, I think this is the daughters of that.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
like
is
the
it?
next. Does anyone know? Is it a reboot?
I believe this is an extension of that because we've been talking about this a lot.
You know? She just pointed at you. Do you know? Hey, Imran, you with the beard. Is Ghostbusters a reboot or a continuation?
I believe it's like a female reboot. They were going to do a male one also, but I think they scrapped that.
Well, no, they didn't scrap it. They, what's his name? Magic Mike said he's not interested anymore, but Magical Lil is, so it's not scrapped.
Always. If you didn't see the end of the teaser trailers to Magic Mike 2, I am in it.
Yeah, XXS.
That's actually quadruple XL.
Quadruple XS.
It's
Okay.
XXX.
I got one. As long as we're talking about disappointing news, this is kind of non-news, but we got to throw it out there. Tom Cruise is interested in doing Top Gun 2.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's been thrown around actually for a couple years.
Yeah, but it's like resurfaced. Obviously, they're trying to shop this thing. Obviously, is there any interest in Top Gun 2? Does anybody care? My dad liked the movie, and he doesn't care. Right? Are you guys interested?
Never seen it.
The first,
Wait,
It's a hard
you've never seen Top Gun?
No, I've not.
it was out when I was in like late high school, early college, and so it was constantly in rotation
Yeah,
on people's, VCR. It was all tapes. Of
That was the
course.
worst,
So
yeah.
constantly in. It had that zeitgeist of, the pro America and the soundtrack, which is incredible. It's still incredible to this day, the soundtrack.
Okay.
But
Danger Zone.
Danger Zone.
Danger Zone. Danger Zone.
Yeah, if Kenny Loggins comes back, I'm in.
You know what?
But
Okay,
only
maybe
then
Loggins
Kenny Loggins
comes
maybe
back.
then.
Yes.
Yeah, new
I mean, if
Kenny
he
Loggins
has a
song.
sequel to Danger Zone,
As long as
and
we're
I don't
talking
know,
about
I don't know what
that-
it'd be.
Right,
Danger
right.
Universe.
And they're going to call it Danger Zone 2. That's just it. And you know
That'd
who
be
else
the-
has to come back is the guy who did Ghostbusters. Raymond Scott.
What?
Bagger Raymond. That guy. The guy who did
The song?
Ghostbusters.
Ray Parker Jr.
Ray Parker.
Yes.
I'm like,
They
what are you
need to have
talking
him
about?
back and not Bobby Brown.
Oh,
Because Bobby
goodness.
Brown did every little step.
You really needed those seatbelts in the back of your.
Thanks, Dad. My fontanelle got crushed back there.
You know, we all right, I'm going off topic. Nobody cares about Top Gun.
Wait, you're off topic? We're not used to that, Lil.
Always.
We have topics.
There was a trailer that we didn't talk about.
Oh, no, we got lots.
And it was the best trailer of the weekend so far.
Let me see if I can guess. Is it Avalanche Sharks?
No, I'll give you a hint.
I know what it is.
The gentleman
Ash.
sitting next to you is wearing a shirt.
Yes.
Yes.
Ash versus Evil Dead.
Yes.
The best.
Edward, you're not allowed. Did you guys see it?
Yes.
Did anybody see it?
Oh, come
What
on.
is wrong with all of you? This is the one time you're permitted to stop listening to us for a couple minutes, pull your phone out, and watch the Evil Dead trailer.
It's on the Facebook page
is
for the League Geeks.
amazing.
It
Go
isn't
for it.
our trailer, though.
Yeah, so Edward cannot watch it.
No.
I wasn't
Sure.
You can't watch it for another 10 years.
Right. But if you're an Evil Dead fan, it's spot on.
It is.
I mean, they captured it. And Bruce Campbell, when you see him put in the false teeth, like, that was it, man.
Look.
I mean, there were so many moments with him that were just like, when he dives, he's got no hand in it, and he's diving, and they do one of those action shots where the chainsaw is going like this, and he's diving for it with no hand, and it locks into it, and then you see him turn it. Now he's got the chainsaw in his hand again. That was it. I'm like, take my money. I'm done.
I know.
This is the greatest show ever.
I've already signed up for Stars, and it doesn't even come out till Halloween.
I already have it. I got the app. I had to delete something else. I had to delete all the Southgate Media Groups in order to get that app, but I got it.
I canceled my own podcast so I could have the app.
Oh, it's so awesome. That was a great trailer.
That was very well put together. And
How many episodes is it? Do you know?
I think 10 half hours.
10. So it's like a 5-hour Evil Dead movie.
Something like that, yeah.
Groovy.
I'll take it.
Edward, when you're older, you're going to love that.
Sure.
Speaking of things
Sure.
Edward can watch, and more disappointing news.
Pound puppies?
No, Disney has a spec script now for another live-action cartoon movie.
No.
This one is a comedy about Prince Charming. Anybody want this?
That might actually not be
My
too bad.
8-year-old doesn't want this. Nobody wants this. You know what it's supposed to be? What they think it's going to be about is Prince Charming's brother. Darn it,
Wait,
I don't
what?
get anything. He gets everything. It's going to be one of those.
No.
Yeah, Weiner. It's Prince Weiner. It's going to be Joe Piscopo in the lead. No, it's live action. He would be Grandpa Charming at this point. Bitter Charming? Prince Bitter? You could only call him that once. Once. Come on. Nobody saw Johnny Dangerously? That was terrible. Okay. Who's got one?
I have one. The
Furious
World of,
8.
The World of Warcraft.
Yes.
posters.
Yeah, the posters came out for World of
Yeah.
Warcraft. What'd you guys think?
They look pretty good. They look
Is
amazing.
anyone excited for it?
No.
I am.
No.
Nah.
Nah.
They look
You
I
are?
am, yeah.
Anybody excited for World of Warcraft? They're not
waited.
listening? Okay. You know
There you
what?
go. Somebody back there raised their hand. There you go.
You're excited. I bet Meerkat's excited too. I am reservedly excited because I like everything at a point. And these previews look decent, or these posters look decent. I'm like, I'll watch it. I watched that terrible Dungeons and Dragons movie that had one of the Wayans brothers in it. Remember that one?
Yeah, Marlon.
Oh, it's so bad. And I watched it a couple times on cable. So you know I'm going to watch
You've
this.
watched that a couple times, yet you fell asleep through Age of Ultron.
I fell asleep during Tomorrowland this week, too. And I loved Tomorrowland, and I fell asleep. You know where I fell asleep? The last 10 minutes.
Oh.
I wake up, Martha's like, that was the best ending. The whole movie was in the last 10 minutes. Oh? I completely missed it.
Oh, my God. All right.
Yep. I woke up and went, female Ghostbusters, like that. And then it brought me out of it. So,
Wow.
what haven't we talked? Chris Miller and Phil Lord are going to direct a Han Solo anthology standalone film.
Yeah.
These guys they're doing more movies than J.J. Abrams at this point. I mean, J.J. Abrams and Guillermo del Toro, every movie that comes out is one of those two guys, and now it's Chris Miller and Phil Lord.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Does that excite you guys? I like what they do.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Han Solo anthology stuff too.
I'm excited for everything Star Wars.
Some of the first EU material back in the late 70s, early 80s
Not
was
canon anymore.
Still though the first stuff explored was Han Solo before he met them
Yeah,
in
it
that
was
cantina
great.
that fateful day. He's going around and bizarre droids.
You're
and
talking
bizarre
those books, Han
and
Solo's
Stars End.
Revenge,
Yeah,
and Stars
that's-
End, or whatever it
Stars
was.
End,
Yeah, those were great. Remember when the first one was out? Right when the first movie came out, there was a book that I think Del Rey put out called Splinter of the Mind's Eye. Does anybody remember that?
I do.
Yep.
I have multiple versions of that.
And it was like, oh, it's a Star Wars book. And then you found out it wasn't canon, and it was like,
It was
I'm
intended
gonna
as a
keep
made-for-TV
reading it.
sequel.
Was it?
Yeah, if the first
This is
movie didn't
news
take
to
off,
me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, if the first movie didn't take off, Lucas wanted to keep the franchise alive, so he wrote that script as a made-for-TV movie. That's why there's no Han Solo,
I
and
didn't
that's why
know
it's set
that.
on a planet because you can on like one planet only.
That's fantastic.
You
You
can
read
have
that
a
in
jungle
Starlog?
I don't remember. I've just read that for so
Nerd.
long. And
Did
Starlog-
you have a subscription to Starlog?
I'd pick it up off the newsstand from
Oh.
time to time.
Hand me your nerd card. I had the subscription.
And everyone's like, "What's a newsstand?"
Yeah.
The first, it's an app. It's an app on my iPhone. It says
I'm not
Newsstand.
that uninformed.
Is that Kindle? Is that on
and
Kindle?
Here's how nerdy I was. The year I started subscribing to it was like right when Star Wars came out, right? So Starlog had been out for 6 months or 8 months before that issue that I got. I went to the Comic-Con and bought the back issues so that I could read every word that magazine put out. That's how nerdy I was.
Wow.
Yeah, and one of them had the script for the Saturday Night Live Star Trek episode.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so we get so sued. It was so awesome, though. The sad thing is I probably have it in one of my long boxes somewhere, but man, I loved Starlog.
Yeah, that was a great magazine.
Are we talking about geek stuff? Where
I
are we
don't
at?
know.
Sorta.
I don't know what you're talking
A
about.
Lily. We talked about magazines.
Talking about
What's
newsstand.
That?
Yeah.
Newsstand. What's that? Starlog. What's that? This one's for Alil. Alil, are you excited for Marissa Tomei to play Aunt May?
Yeah.
Yeah, who is it? There's definitely.
So now there's another reason to pay attention to
Yeah.
Aunt May and her solo films.
I'm really glad because the first time it was like Jessica Tandy or something. This is a big departure from that. Yay!
I just
How
think
is
it's funny.
Tomei? How old is Tomei now?
50.
She's 50?
Really?
Wow.
Okay, well,
Getting a little
fits.
long in the tooth. I think I've said that before, haven't I? Reese Witherspoon's 50, isn't she?
No, she's
All right.
not, but
But yeah, Marissa Tomei as Aunt May. That's number
That'll
one,
work.
great actress. Number two, great. I'm happy about it.
I have no problem with that.
Yeah, no, that's great. As long as it's not Wanda Sykes, I am all good. That'd be weird. Why would they do that?
You got a thing for Wanda
Well, no,
Sykes.
he just said that she's going to be in a Marvel movie, and now it's got my brain thinking.
I
what could
didn't
she
say
be
she
in a
was
Marvel
going to
movie?
be in a Marvel movie. I just said that would be Marvel casting.
I'm just going to say right now, for the record, I will not be working up a Wanda Sykes impression for the show. I'm going to just say that right now.
Thank
I think you already have one.
I am
That's
not gonna,
why.
I'm not going to demonstrate it on the show. How about Elodie Young cast as Elektra? We talked about it on Enough Said a little bit, but on our super secret
yes.
Patreon Enough Said.
With one listener.
Yes, no, there's 3 listeners, and then a couple of illegal downloads. What do you think? Did you know about this? Did you see who this is?
I mentioned it, but I don't know what she's from.
I don't know what she's
She's
from.
in G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Oh yeah, she is. Do you can't watch
Edward-
straight up.
Edward knows.
So are you excited for? You don't even know who Elektra is, do you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, they cast Elodie Young. I think I'm saying her name right. As Elektra.
and
Are you good with
I
that?
don't care that she's not Greek or Greek, but they kind of dropped the Greek thing in season 1 of Daredevil. I don't think we've got to that episode.
Right.
And
No, I know about it though.
okay. So they made it in passing. So I'm like, and everybody was just like, oh, they're talking about Elektra. And
Of
now
course.
it's like you bring in her, and it's like, wait, she's not Greek.
Well, see, that's just it. You know, we've talked about this before, like with the Fantastic Four, how what's his name is
Michael B. Jordan.
is playing Johnny Storm, and it's like people are going, well, wait, he's a black guy and his sister's a white girl. How does it make sense? Well, it makes sense. This is how the world is.
That's genetics.
And his skin color has nothing to do with the character description. But Elektra's backstory, who she is definitely tied to being Greek.
It's very Greek.
So that's why I'm a little weirded by this, where it's like, well, I really want it. We were looking at other people they were talking about casting, and they were perfect.
And they can get away with saying she's half, and she was raised on the Greek side, and this and that.
So she'll
And
throw
that's
plates
fine.
and break them every once in a while.
There you go, yell Opa.
Yeah.
She's, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2 is coming out.
That's coming out.
I
Yeah,
know.
we talked about Nia Verdopoulos or whatever
It's-
is making that. I don't know what her name is, so if somebody could save me with that one, that would help. Nia something. Or is it Mia? It's Nia. Vardalos? Is that it? All right, well, you're almost as wrong as I am. Let's go with that.
No, that's Balki Bartakamis.
Okay.
Talking about from Perfect
Here's
Strangers.
one I didn't want to talk about, but I'm going to throw it out there.
Somebody gets me.
What was it?
I made a Perfect Strangers reference and nobody listened.
well,
I got it. I got
There
it.
you go.
We're moving on.
Exactly.
a perfect.
Balki used to wear Spiderman pajamas in that show. And I
Oh,
used to
Perfect
love it.
Strangers.
Yes.
Yes.
What
I
did you
didn't watch
think?
that show.
I wasn't talking about To Catch a Predator. I was talking about Perfect Strangers.
That one I saw. Okay.
There,
Yeah,
okay.
we were more bosom buddies, yeah.
Oh, boo.
Okay.
I'm going Perfect Strangers.
I had
loved it
another
too.
one here. I had another one and I lost it.
I got
You got
one.
one?
I got one. Yeah. So DC animated, their animated line. They're making The Killing Joke.
Yes.
That's coming out next year, which is funny.
It's going to be
because-
animated like their other. They're not theatrical
Yeah.
releases.
Right, they're
No.
about an hour, 10 minutes.
Yes.
It's adult or teen
Yes.
plus, and because I made the wrong
Yes.
mistake of letting a 4-year-old watch
What?
the beginning of Under the Red Hood, and I was just like, whoa.
Oops.
Dang.
But yeah, I think it's a great story. I actually just read it for the first time today.
Really? Killing Joke's excellent.
Yeah, because we're reviewing it tonight. And
Excellent. Way to be timely.
We didn't even. It
That's
just
amazing.
happened. It was just perfect. Perfect.
League of
perfect
Timely
storm.
Guys with a Z.
I got a question then. You read it today?
I read it today.
What happens at the end?
No, well, you know what though? I got the deluxe edition, and then there was this but the artist wrote something afterward,
It's controversial ending.
and then he's like, this is what happens. Then he leaves it blank, and I'm like, well, wait, what happened? I don't know. It's a great ending. It does
It is.
leave it.
It's a great
It leaves
book.
it vague. I don't know. I mean, I'm just still digesting it. I'm like, it was a really good story. It caught me off guard.
That
I
and
knew what
Heaven
was gonna.
Pizza.
I'm not gonna spoil it for those who haven't read it because, like me, I've just read it.
Oh,
But I didn't know. I knew what happened, but I didn't know how it happened.
Move that, unless it's just these dark.
Yeah.
Oh, Edward's
Oh,
in front.
me?
You're
Edward's
blocking
blocking
Alil?
me.
You're a total eclipse of Alil.
No, that's.
I don't even know where to
So the
sit.
Killing Joke coming out in DC animated. I think it's.
I'm down with
it's
it.
Great.
Did you see Dark Knight Returns, the animated, the 2-part thing?
Yes,
That was fabulous. That was the best Batman movie. That was fabulous.
that was very good. And actually, that's where I learned more about the Suicide Squad. Was the
Yeah.
assault on Arkham?
Yep.
Which was really good. And if they
Fantastic.
go off of somewhat of that into the DC animated into the Suicide Squad movie, I think we're gonna get some stuff.
Yes, absolutely. I'm down with it. It looks awesome. Which one are you looking for? This is Meerkat right here. Oh, it's Twitch. Twitch is on one of these. One of these. You boys
It's
are
probably
supposed to be
that
manning
one.
that. One of these two. Jacobs is Twitch. All right. A little peek behind the curtain there. Iron Giant. Iron
okay.
Giant. Iron Giant
Whoa.
is returning.
Whoa! I actually
yeah.
saw an artwork of that today.
He's returning
From Comic-Con. It's not
to
good.
theaters this fall for, well, they say one night only, but it's actually 2 nights. September 30th, and then a second showing on October 1st. Look in theaters to find this movie. Iron Giant is going to be playing in the theater. Pack the theaters and watch this movie. It is so good if you've never seen it. And if you have, you already
Watch it
know
again.
you need to go see it in the theater.
But and they're adding 2 scenes.
They
They're
are.
Really?
animating 2 scenes that were originally cut. They're
Is Marissa
animated.
Tomei in it?
An additional 3 seconds. It's like Blade Runner. Every year they come. An additional 2 seconds. It changed the entire story.
Right. Oh no, he's a replicant now. No, he's not. Wait a minute.
What is going on?
I got one I promised I would do for my daughter here. The trailer dropped, another trailer dropped for Chipmunk's third movie, Road Chip.
Oh yeah, I heard about
Yeah.
this.
Hilarious.
We saw
I
the
love
trailer
it.
the other night.
So that is a movie. Those
Jason
are
Lee
movies-
is still getting paychecks.
Jason Lee's still in it. Did you watch the trailer?
I did see the trailer.
Did you
I
watch the
actually,
trailer?
I actually just watched the first
God.
one again. My kids keep watching it.
that
Molly,
was,
the movie looks terrible. We'll go see it.
That's root canal level.
Yeah,
of
that's
filmmaking.
It's
there.
rough.
That's opening night at the theater.
Yeah, we had fun with the first one. The second one was rough. This one looks like they forgot what was good in the second one. That's how bad it looks. No, this is the third one.
Correct.
There was Alvin and the Chipmunks, there was Chipwrecked, and now this. Oh, this is for the Squeakquel I forgot about.
Hey, you forgot the squeakle.
Was that one terrible too? Which was the
Yes.
The squeakle.
I apparently
Everything
need
is
to drink
bad.
more to forget these.
Wow.
I just-
But Jason
wow.
Lee's back. Think he'll be Brody? Think he'll stinkball the Chipmunks? All right, who's up next?
So I have one
Finally.
that we don't usually talk about this, but for
Furious 7
today and last night, the Magic Origins.
The
their
game, Magic the
pre-release.
Gathering.
Yeah, Magic the Gathering Origins. It was a pre-release that just came today.
Excellent.
Yep.
Now, you two are both Magic players.
Yes.
So are you excited by this?
Yes.
I am excited. I just went to the pre-release, so
All right. So you're building your deck out there. Is that why you're like, when is this done? I want to get over there and build my deck.
I'm sorting all my cards.
Yeah, all right.
That's what I'm doing.
Well, that's cool. I mean, I used to love playing that game. I just haven't played much. I played you and beat you one of the games. I just want to point that out. Pure luck. Michael Keaton and J.K. Simmons have left Kong Skull Island. They say that it is scheduling conflicts. I was so excited for this. I'm still excited for it. It's King Kong and it's Skull Island. Enough said about that. But I was really excited. Those guys were in it, and now they're not. So I don't know. Is that could be a sign that, like, wow, this movie is going to blow, or maybe there were scheduling conflicts. Maybe they were running late with shooting.
So this is made by Legendary.
Yes.
So is this supposed to be in the same universe as their new Godzilla movie? So we could have another Godzilla versus King Kong?
If not, then they're fools.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's that.
They're going to meet up in The Rock's Rampage movie.
Whoa! Shut up. That would be the greatest thing ever. Is that legendary? Can you imagine that Godzilla and The Rock? Oh. Shut up a little. That is awesome. You just made my whole night. Forget Suicide Squad. That's awesome.
I'm glad that made your night.
Rampaging through New York, those monsters. Oh my God! And they announced that filming has begun on Pacific Rim 2, and they could
yes.
fight them too.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get some kaiju action.
Yes, kaiju.
Yeah.
And then Hellboy 3.
Okay.
Oh, we did that
Right,
too.
Ron Perlman.
With Ron Perlman.
He's sitting at his own booth at Comic-Con just begging people for change to make Hellboy 3.
I hope he gets enough. I want to see that so badly I can taste it. Did you guys see the trailer for Creed?
I did.
No.
It looked terrific.
No.
Do you know what Creed is?
No.
I mean, there's that terrible band, but I'm not
He's
talking
like,
about that.
no.
No, I do not.
It's Apollo Creed's son from the Rocky movies. You ever
He
see the
doesn't-
Rocky movies?
No, I have
okay.
not.
You've seen them. Are you excited
A
for
long
Creed?
time ago. Just not my thing.
Okay.
It looked
great.
terrific. Michael B. Jordan got huge.
Oh, that's who that is?
That's my, yeah.
I don't know who he is.
He
so-
got really big for it. He actually, in a lot of ways, looks like Apollo Creed.
No, he doesn't.
There were a few scenes there that he looked just
No,
like.
he didn't look like Apollo Creed.
All right.
Wait,
Yeah, that's
is
just
he
it.
gonna is he gonna
He's
fight
actually,
a robot?
He's signed to make an Action Jackson sequel as well.
Shut up. He did?
No.
Oh my God. Oh, I was so excited. That would have been awesome.
I'm just making
Get
up
shut
stuff.
down.
Right?
Get
Make
shut
it
down.
so. Oh.
No, but I think it looks really good. I just my hope is it's less Stallone, more Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah,
His
that's what
story
it
is
looked
Apollo
like.
Creed. That's what it looked like, but it is Stallone's movie, so we'll see.
But you know, you saw him like running through the streets of Philly and all that. I'm like, is this like a soft remake?
Yes.
Like that's not. I don't want that. It was enough that there was enough that I wasn't seeing that, but I'm a little worried when we see it that it's going to be that.
And actually, I enjoyed the last Rocky movie.
Tiny bit. So did I. I liked it too. Not your thing.
I'm not caught up on
I
that.
don't like sports. I don't either.
I can enjoy
The Rocky's
a good
awesome.
sports movie though. Like Major League is one of my favorite movies.
Major League.
It's so bad, but it's so good.
Oh yeah, it's
No, Major League is not bad. It
Major
is
League's a
terrific.
great movie.
It
Although
is.
it has
I mean-
no ending. It's like the whole movie they're leading up to the playoffs and they're going to go and then it ends and you're like,
They
That
make
was
the
all
play-
they needed.
They make the playoffs.
yeah, they
That
make
was
the
the point.
playoffs. But you don't end. It's like getting a book. It's got 20 chapters. You get through chapter 19 and you're like, okay, I'm going to just close it. But
That was all they
because
needed
they're
to do.
leaving. They're leaving
No.
it open for
God.
the sequel.
yeah, and then the
Yeah.
sequel was awful. So just finish the story the right way.
But what about what about Back in the Minors with
That
with
was
Scott Bakula?
terrible. That was
But it
terrible.
had
Unless
Scott
you watch that
Bakula.
movie and you picture Scott Bakula
In Quantum
is
Leap.
actually the guy from Quantum Leap.
He was.
And at some point, he just goes,
Glowy.
and then it's Tom Berenger again, and he's like, oh, what am I doing here? That would be awesome. That would be a movie.
He swaps with Tom Berenger.
That would be awesome.
Nice.
Edward's just dying to say one.
Edward's like, I don't know anything. Let's
I
talk
don't-
about
I don't know
Furious
what
7.
you're talking about. So
Fast
All right,
and
what is
Furious
this?
8, Vin Diesel.
the First Order TIE Fighter. Have you seen that?
Yeah, the picture of the TIE Fighter. Yeah, it looks cool. It looks like a TIE Fighter with red on it.
It's-
So that was a big thing.
Yes.
Wait, what were you going to say?
No, continue.
What, did you see the coverage from San Diego?
Yes.
They had three and a
I haven't
half
watched the whole
minutes
panel,
of
but-
behind-the-scenes footage.
Yeah, they
Oh,
did like
no.
a 3-minute
the
kind of a
highlights.
sizzle reel thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
behind the scenes.
So they did the big Star Wars panel at San Diego Comic-Con yesterday, I assume,
Earlier, yeah.
earlier today. And there's
Oh, it
a
was
really
last
good
night.
little video. It's like 3 minutes long. They roll out Carrie Fisher and Luke Skywalker and Han Solo.
Actually, they're
and-
hiding Mark Hamill. They're not showing him in
No,
that
he was
set.
in it.
But they're showing him like that, but they're not showing him on set. They're hiding what his character
Yeah,
looks
they
like.
didn't show who he is on the set.
Well, we know
But-
he's
Yeah,
Luke.
but how he looks.
Right.
So- but yeah,
He looks like Mark Hamill.
Yeah. And I watched some of the panel, and they kept going on about practical effects.
Yeah,
and,
that's the big
and
thing.
prosthetics, and it's all real props. Which I don't know, it started to grate on me a bit. I mean, because the overuse of CGI wasn't the main problem with the prequels.
No, but you know what? That was a problem. It sterilized it. They're saying, I know that they've spent time with the script. I know they've spent time tweaking this thing. They're saying, we got all that right, but we're also giving you this. I think that's what they were really saying. Like,
Right.
you're going to get that. And
I
I
hope
thought that
that's
was
right.
awesome.
I hope, and bringing Lawrence Kasdan back is certainly a
And how
coup
much
for them.
love did that guy seem to have?
Yeah.
He's like, I can't believe I got to do this. I can't believe I got to do it again. We get to spend time fixing
And again,
this.
because
Yeah.
I mean, he's a part of like every spin-off. I mean,
Yes.
he's involved
Yes.
in
Yes.
this also. That's great.
Yeah, and the best part of the panel was in the last second when J.J. Abrams says, "Who loves the music?" And then he says, "How would everybody like to go hear an orchestra do the music?" And they all walked out of the panel, went down the street, and listened to an orchestra play the music from Star Wars. The whole cast was there for that thing, and Peter Mayhew, who can barely get around, walked in. His cane was a light-up lightsaber.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is fantastic.
That is.
And then he ripped the arm off somebody, and they said, "Don't upset Peter Mayhew." So yeah, that was awesome. That Star Wars stuff, I could barely watch. I got so excited, I had to calm down afterwards.
Yeah, I've already watched it 2 or 3 times. and
Yeah,
it's,
amazing.
it is. It really is.
All right, who's got one? Nobody has-
well,
I have
we
pages
keep
of
talking a
stuff.
lot about DC's had a big thing, and
We're back on DC.
We're back to DC because we missed another big announcement. Ben Affleck and Jeff Johns are
Yes.
writing the script for the Batman solo film, which
Good.
is right now teased to be called The Batman.
All I care about are the Batman movies, really. So I'm excited for that. I mean, I care about all of it. But
And I like the fact that Johns is involved.
I do too.
It's,
That's great.
It's showing me that DC is learning probably from their Green Lantern mistakes, and we've got a Green Lantern.
yeah, well, they
Yeah,
cast
they're-
Ryan Reynolds. That's the problem.
No, Ryan Reynolds was fine.
The
script was bad.
Yes. this-
You know I love Ryan Reynolds.
I know you do.
Have you seen Van Wilder? Amazing.
No, that was a terrible movie. That is a way to tell. You know how there's a way to tell whether you're like a good match with people? If you like Van Wilder, I'm sorry, we're not a good match. Not a good movie.
I loved it.
Ugh.
I saw it twice in the
And
theater.
you saw the Rise of Taj afterwards, right?
No, actually, I did not.
You didn't do that one?
No, I did
Not
not
even
do
on
that.
cable.
I think I've seen parts of it on
Yep.
cable.
I'm busting you out right now. Parts of it means I got 3/4 of the way through, and then it went, I can't take it anymore. I'm right. Look at his face. I'm
Maybe.
right.
I don't even remember.
Oh man.
Well, they're doing a reboot also of the Green Lantern
Correct.
films.
It's going to be about the Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah.
Core.
Well, the corpse, because
That's-
it's Ryan Reynolds is dead in
Yes.
this movie.
Yeah, I was going to say, not
It
the
is.
corpse.
Yeah.
The Green Lantern corpse's bride.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, great. More superhero movies. Yay.
So,
Well, you know what, though? This kind of maybe lends a little bit to some of the rumors that were coming out before that they were going to cast, what's his face was playing?
Yeah, Jon Stewart.
Tyrese Gibson
Yes.
and, why am I drawing a blank on Captain Kirk?
Pine.
Shatner.
Pine.
Chris Pine, thank you. Yes, they're Shatner will be cast. He will be on OA.
That's my ring. Fuck, let go of my
Shatner,
ring.
Patrick Stewart, all the captains will be there. Scott Bakula, amazing.
Oh, that'd be awesome. And then halfway through it, you go, and it turns out it's another Shatner.
There you go.
No,
That would be-
he turns into Shia LaBeouf.
Into Shia LaBeouf. No, that. Boo.
All right, I'm leaving. I'm
Give me
leaving
my
this
money back.
podcast. It's over.
How about this one that I'm not buying wholly? Wesley Snipes says that he's been meeting with Marvel about bringing Blade back. Getting a little long in the tooth to be launching a Blade series with Wesley Snipes, unless he's going to be old Blade, because Blade is supposed to have vampires, so he's going to stay young for a while, and Wesley Snipes, his timer is going to run out at some point. Look at Sylvester Stallone. He doesn't look like Rocky anymore. No. If he was supposed to be that same age now, we'd go, that doesn't look like a vampire. That looks like somebody hit him with a box of rocks. What do you think? Although you excited? I mean, I want him to relaunch Blade.
I wouldn't mind it.
I wouldn't mind it.
I
But
mean, Wesley Snipes-
I think it's kind of bunk.
Wesley Snipes was a train wreck in the third Blade movie, Blade
Oh.
Trinity. I mean, but that was
Ryan Reynolds, Wesley Snipes, and
Jessica Biel.
Jada Pinkett. Yeah, Jessica Biel. And that was not good. Not good.
No, but again, it was not good because they were filming two separate movies and combining them together because Wesley Snipes did not want to talk or acknowledge anybody else on that set.
Right. So here's an idea, Marvel. Let's start working with him again.
Yeah,
Wait, is
but
he
Wesley
still in
Snipes
tax arrears?
is a real life ninja. I mean, he is. I wouldn't. You know what? If you could put him in the Daredevil series, if you're bringing in like a Netflix series with Blade,
Yes.
I don't think we're going to see a Blade movie. I don't think that would be bad.
If you did a
for
series
Wesley Snipes.
that way, I'd be okay with that. But just know that you're not going to have the legs to go further with it. You're going to be able to do this for a couple of years, and then you're done.
They could do something that he drinks some kind of eternal blood and turns into.
Although if they did
Jaden
Passenger
Smith.
57 too, I'd be
Passenger
down with
58.
that.
Nobody picked up on that. I was
Jaden
waiting
Smith.
for him. No, because I said he drinks some eternal blood and turns
No.
into Jaden Smith.
No.
Oh, really good. That's horrible.
No.
Let's never make that happen ever. Jaden Smith wants to be Batman with his white Batman outfit that he wears at the Kardashian weddings. There's no way
Oh my God.
he is going to be doing that. He is not Marvel.
No, he's Static Shock.
Yeah. So, you hear that? Hear that, Jaden Smith? I gave you the...
And he's sitting at home with his millions of
Okay,
dollars.
this is one of the most exciting things I saw this week. IDW is a comic book company, and they picked up the rights. Starting in 2016, they were going to have Micronauts and Rom the Space Knight comic books.
Okay.
Yes! Yes, he is.
You've been waiting for this. We've been
I
talking
love
about
those.
ROM for what, 12 months now?
I've been talking about it for what, 47 years? Something like that. I love Rom the Space Knight, and I love the Micronauts. And IDW is picking them up, and they've already said, we're not saying that we're doing something with Marvel, but we have the rights to it. And Marvel has said we still own the Microverse, which is what that's from. So we could have Rom and the Micronauts. That sounds like Gem and the Holograms. Coming soon.
Can't wait for that movie. Edward will be
I
there.
don't even care. I don't even care if they make movies out of it. I want to read the comics. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I love that stuff. Guess you guys don't care. I guess you. Okay, here's one you're going to care about. Did you guys see the trailer for Fear the Walking Dead?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. Hard R. Did you see it?
I can't watch
Did you see
scary
it?
stuff. Yes.
Anyone else see it? It was awesome, wasn't it? Fear the Walking Dead looks awesome. I wasn't sure.
Starts next month.
I'm excited for it, but I wasn't sure because I love the other series so much. And, uh-oh.
Drop the
Edward.
mic. It's done.
All right, we're going to make it very fast. What time is it? We still got time. Yeah, this trailer was fantastic. And the trailer for Season 6, did you guys see that?
Yes.
No.
I'm
Nope.
not.
That was also awesome.
It was awesome. Did you get nervous during it? It made me nervous when Rick had the gun on the guy and he's like, "You don't know who you're talking to," and I'm like, "Uh-oh, something's." I'm not thinking it's zombies. I'm thinking there's something really bad happening. I don't know. I got a very bad vibe off of it.
I
Made me a little
don't want to
nervous.
know what kind of vibe you're getting. off of this.
I love The Walking Dead. Omar Sharif died this week.
Yes.
83 years old. Those of you that don't know, I would say I want to honor him by bringing him up here. Not that he was in the movie Top Secret, but he does deserve an Oscar for that. But where he actually did get an Oscar, I believe, was Lawrence of Arabia. You guys ever see that movie?
Lawrence,
Yes.
yes. Beautiful.
It's-
Beautiful film.
An astounding movie. If you ever get a chance to see it in a theater, run. Do not walk. It is so good. It is shot beautifully. The acting is amazing. And Omar Sharif, man, 83 years old. I guess he had like Alzheimer's that was diagnosed this year, and then boom. Well, because you usually know this. You've got the Deadpool over there, so you know all about this. Yeah, you do. Trailer for Sinister 2. Anyone see that?
I didn't see that yet.
Okay, you didn't like it though, right, Alil? Sinister?
No, I thought it was the.
Did you see it?
Those movies don't scare me.
I know you didn't. You know what? The trailer looked okay. It looks like it'll be a fun one to watch, but if you're looking for something scary, it's probably not really scary. A couple of monster in the closet, boo, you know. But I do like that bad guy in it. What's his name? Dingus or Dungus or. Well, I'm going to be so far off on this one when I finally get to what his name is. Bagul. I had a D in it. Let's see, what else? I'm going to roll through fast. Tales of Halloween. Ooh, did you see this trailer?
No.
Okay, there's an anthology trailer coming out or a movie coming out about Christmas. It's called like Bad Christmas or something, and it's one of these anthology films that has multiple stories within a thing. Well, there's one called Tales of Halloween, and when the names come up that are involved in this, it's an awesome group of people that are directing and acting. It's like, wow, this looks really cool. It's kind of like VHS without the being more ghost story, a little more accessible than VHS. VHS is a little hardcore for some people. This looks like it's going to be more of a fun, scary Halloween movie. I loved the trailer. It's kind of like, remember that movie Trick or Treat?
Love Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat's an amazing movie. Most people didn't see it. Did anybody here see Trick or Treat? No. What's wrong with you?
If you haven't, it's really good. It's some great
It's
kind of classic
fantastic.
feeling stories.
And
It's got some actors that you'll be like, holy cow, I can't believe you're in this movie.
It's one of these movies that came out and it didn't hit the theaters, or it was just there for a short bit.
It was
just
short.
Boop. And then I saw it on Blu-ray and I was like, this should have been a huge Halloween movie. It was great. Lock and Key. Anyone read Lock and Key? I'm the only one. Lock and Key is an amazing comic book. Everybody should read that also. Here's the secret that nobody knows, because it just says the guy's name who writes it. He's actually Stephen King's son, but he doesn't go by the name King. Or Bachman, I don't think. This book is fantastic. It's a series of comics. Trust me, just get it. Trust me. Well, they're doing an audiobook version, and it's got really good people involved, including Haley Joel Osment. Is that how you say his name? Whatever.
I think so.
So there's a good one. Archie, you know the Archie comics? They're doing a TV series.
Oh, no.
on the CW.
Called Riverdale. No, it's live action.
Only if it's the Archie versus the zombies.
Or
No,
the Predator.
Archie versus Zombies. That one I want to
the
read.
zombie one where that's
no,
awesome.
this is going to be Riverdale. This is going to be the worst.
The
Yes.
It's going
Riverdale
to be
gang.
crapola. So yeah, not going for that one. So fast here. Trailer for Shannara Chronicles came out. Did you see that? That's
For
an
what?
MTV series. The Shannara. Am I saying that right? It's like an adventure fantasy.
Isn't it that book series?
Terry
it's like
Bro-
20 books long
Yes.
or something?
And this trailer, seek it out. It's called the Shannara Chronicles. It's not a trailer. It's like a first look. I'm so sold.
MTV's doing it, though?
Yes. Who cares?
Hey, you
MTV
know what?
just buys the rights to do it.
MTV, the Scream wasn't bad.
Yeah, Scream is fantastic. I was
actually
surprised.
enjoyed it.
Really? Okay.
I think I'm about done. Sinister 2, IDW. Did I mention Micronauts and Rom the Space Knight?
Yes,
course you did.
Sherlock.
Last thing. This is my last
Holy
one.
cow, did we go back in 10 minutes? Is this Quantum Leap?
This is my last one. There was a trailer for the Sherlock Christmas special. They are going to release it theatrically, so if you want to go, you got like one night to see it, I think.
Is this like a full length thing then, or are there 90-minute ones?
It's probably, yeah, probably.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure it is. Because all the Sherlocks are all 90 minutes. This is
Right.
probably a good 90 minutes, maybe even a little plus.
Okay.
But it takes place in Victorian England, so it's like
Awesome.
different than the
Awesome.
continuity we know, but wow.
Yeah.
Wow, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
And Watson even has a great joke because Sherlock's like, well, you heard the what's her name? The woman who owns the building they live in. She's like,
Hudson.
when you write your books,
Yeah.
you kind of leave me out. And she's like, he's like, well, you're just a piece of the story. And Sherlock goes, don't worry about it. I'm only in the dog one a little bit. He's like, you're the whole story in Hound of the Baskervilles. Very funny. So I'm down with this. Martha, we have a date for sometime at Christmas to go see that. All right. Is that it? Are you guys done?
Yeah, I'm done.
That's it.
All right. We made it. I know we got everybody here. We have our guests about to start. So that's it. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for listening, everybody. That was This Week in Geek. I don't know the date.
July 11th.
2015. We'll be back next week with more of this, and it won't be quite as rushed and chaotic. That's it. Thank you for listening, everybody. Thank you, Blue Box.
Thank you.
Yeah.